Welcome back to the Terra 2 SMP server. My name is Golmov. This is episode 3. We've got some updates and we've got some stuff to do today. Some actually pretty exciting stuff to do today. So first off, we built the villager breeder in the last episode, and then we built the iron farm. Both have been hugely successful. You can see the separator is working real well. I've got tons of villagers in here. And then we've got the iron farm. That's been kicking it. And we had the chest right here. This is actually no longer being used. And so in the meantime, we created a little bamboo thing here. I want to start using this for, or my goal was to use this for fuel, but with no comparators, no quartz from the Nether. I just had to put this little guy on here, and it's pulsing too often to get anything good. I've been AFKing a little bit, so there's that. I have, however, been using kelp to get my source of fuel. This will certainly be automated. Either this or the bamboo. Probably the bamboo will be automated in the future. But for now, I've been smelting up the kelp and then just reloading these guys, keeping them full. Kelp's really great because the dried kelp block can do 20. It can cook 20 items per block, which is a significant. It's not an insignificant amount. Let's put it that way. So that's been really great. And then we started working on villagers. That's kind of grindy, so I figured I'd get it done in between videos. I have pretty much everything I need, minus the mace, the new mace books. But I've got, I can put it on the screen right here. The things that I have, kind of in the order. This is not where I'm going to keep them. We're going to build some sort of trading hall. I just wanted to get stuff done, and I started off with these stick guys. So I was working on getting tons of sticks to get emeralds. I can actually show you. So I redesigned this a little bit because I was running out of saplings. But this is each of these 5 is just full. Ooh, minus that one. There's one that hasn't grown. It's just solid blocks. So I was getting tons of sticks. I was doing my stick trades, getting tons of emeralds. You can see they're masters just from me doing stick trades. And then I was using this guy to get redstone. And then once I realized that the iron farm was just killing it, I went over here, got a bunch of grindstones, blast furnaces, smithing table. So this guy will give you some diamond tools. This guy gives you armor. I actually don't have any new armor yet, and I still have some diamonds. I didn't realize it for a long time. I had diamonds from mining, and I never actually created. I created these tools with it. But anyway, these guys trade iron for emeralds, and I've got tons of iron now from that farm. So I'd like to come in and turn these and convert these guys to bring this down to a 1 iron per emerald trade. And I have an idea of how I want to do that pretty efficiently. But this episode, I need to go to the Nether. The thing that's holding me back is having quartz. So I'd like to get to the Nether so that I can kind of automate a few of these. I really want to get into the crafter. So for this guy over here, if I could do an etho hopper clock, I can make this a much longer time frame. They can build up, and it'd be more efficient. I mean, it's only 6 pieces right now, but I could eventually make a much wider one with some a flying machine, and have that feed a furnace array, and then I can also use that to make planks and make chests and all that good stuff. But down here for my iron farm, I went ahead and set everything up minus the comparators. So the easy way to look at this is I've got the iron coming in here, and actually I should do it this way. I have a filter set up. It's not working because I don't have a comparator right here. I need a comparator here so that I can use the sorting system, and then it'll filter out iron first, and then we'll have the poppies pop over here. I'll get 2 observers clicking back and forth, so it'll just shoot out all of the poppies right here. I'm not going to save them, and then they're good to go. Maybe I can put just a single chest with a hopper. They'll shoot into the hopper, fill it up, and once it's full, they'll just sit here and despawn. But these guys will... Let me get rid of all this, and I can show you how this all works. So first of all, look, I've got tons of iron. It's actually backing up. It's backed all the way up to... Okay, wow, it's backed up to right there. So it's almost completely full. But replace this with a crafter. and the crafter will shoot up into this, and we'll have full iron blocks being created from this. I just need 2 comparators, and that's why I need to run to the Nether. So I think that's the first thing we're gonna do is put up a temporary Nether portal somewhere. Again, if you guys don't remember, in the first episode, I talked about wanting to build out over the water. I want to create almost like a perimeter style. Just put a big glass platform out here. Maybe it'll have a design. Maybe it won't. And just build a bunch of mega farms out here. Flying machines, auto crafters, kind of a giant factory style, if you will. So all of this is just a temporary setup for now, but I need to get to the Nether. So let's get the stuff we need. I know there's some lava way down in the mines. So let's just go and get some obsidian and get to the Nether. Final checks here. We've got ladders to get up to the Nether roof. We've got a mine cart and some rails in case I need to get into a weird little spot. I've got 4 ender pearls. That's all the chances that I have. And then I've got some more obsidian to make a portal on the roof. And then I've got what I need to break bedrock. And I honestly don't need this much. I'm really excited to show you guys my method. I haven't seen anyone do the same method that I use. And it's, other than a single piece of TNT per try, it's completely lossless. You get all your stuff back. So I really don't even need all this, but I worry that something might happen and there's lag or whatever. I don't want to get stuck on the Nether roof. So let's do this. I think the first thing I'm going to do is go in and try to make my way up to the roof. Let's go ahead and just get that done. I need quartz, but let's get up to the roof first. We are. Well, you know what? I go ahead and get it while I'm here. So where are we? Honestly, I'm pretty happy about this because this means I don't have to worry about mining straight up in the out in the open and getting hit by gas. But let me go ahead and just get all the way up to the top. All right, so we've got the ladder coming all the way up. That just comes all the way up from the portal. I can actually show you. The portal's just right there. So we come all the way up to the roof. And then I dug around just a little bit and I found a spot right here. Look at that, 127. Not only that, it's got a nice little gap here. So I've only got 4 ender pearls. And I don't want to, I got to get in here. So usually you would throw an ender pearl. You would throw an ender pearl in here, and then you would throw an ender pearl to get up, but I don't want to waste one. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let's see if this works. So let me get rid of this. Okay, then if I put this here and the minecart here, I should be able to get in it. There we go. Perfect. So I got into it and then shifted out of it. So let's get rid of this. Ooh, coordinates. 158, 489. Good. Wrote that down. So let's just well, let's do this. Let's get out. So go up and throw and jump. Easy peasy. All right, 158, 489, 158, 489, right here. So I'm gonna mark this. This is the one I want to break. This is the bedrock breaking method that I use. As far as I know, no one uses anything like this. They're always complicated, and you use multiple TNTs, and you always lose all your materials. But what's great about this is there's one TNT block, so you get all of your stuff back. You get the piston, you get all the redstone, you get the lever. And what's great about this is it just uses the basic mechanic of blowing up the power source first before blowing up the piston. And we've got pretty much a 95% success rate, and all you have to do is just use a fast clicker. So it makes it pretty easy. So let's give this a go. So let's turn the fast clicker off. Lay down. Fast clicker on, and there you go. It's that easy. And I get all my stuff back. See, there's my redstone. There's my my lever. So super easy. And now I've got to hold down to the bottom, and now I just need to stick my portal up here. We're gonna break this portal real quick, and then light the portal. So this should lead back to our home base. Perfect. Yep, I think this is great. Now that we've got this set up, we need to go check out the main island, see what people have been up to. And hopefully, I'm sure they've been making some progress, just as we have, so let's go check that out. Back at spawn. It's been a while since I've been here. Let's see what's going on. Well, it's rainy. So someone's gotten started on a spawn building for us, so that's cool. Uh, this is a facade. All right. Let's run around and see what people are doing. I think there's someone that way. There we go. I'm seeing some stuff. Let's go check it all out. Looks like we've got a pretty decent bee farm over here. That's a lot of beehives. Oh, I love this. That's cool. Um, cool. Got a beehive. This would appear to be Shadow's trading hall. I haven't been here yet, but let's see what he's got. Got some flame. Ooh, mending virus. Okay, good. He's got some good stuff here. Nice. Okay, it looks like we've got another trading hall. I think this is Bondo's area. Yeah, he's got looting and breaking, sharpness. Was that mending? Perfect. And here's what he's got that I need. He has a way to get redstone. I think our next thing is to go to the Nether, go find a fortress. I need blaze rods so that we can do this. But what else does he have? Some diamonds. All right, diamonds. Villager trading. He's got an enchantment table down there. This guy looks familiar, and I'm sure he's got a bunch of stuff underground. But let's do that. Let's find a fortress near us, preferably near our base, and get some blaze rods so that we can kind of continue to the next step. We want to get redstone like those guys back there, but I need to get an elytra. So we need to go and fight the dragon because the amount of running that I did just to get around and see all these different places, I can't do that anymore. I've got some gunpowder for rockets. So we need to figure out what the priorities are. Do I want to get blaze rods so that we can find the end portal? Do I want to build a mob farm so that we can get plenty of rockets? But honestly, I think this plus I have a little bit back at the base. That'll make 100 rockets, right? You get three. You get three for each one. Yeah, 100 rockets. That should be enough to explore the end a little bit and get ourselves a couple of elytra. So I think that'd be good. So let's do that. Let's go find a fortress and get ourselves some blaze rods. When I was building this ladder earlier, I came down and I was looking for some soul sand because I know I wanted it, and I actually have a fortress right over there. What I'd like to do is get a couple of fire res potions. I brought some gold with me, just in case. Got him his first piece. Hey, the very first one. It's 3 minutes. We ended up with a guy in a hole and 5 potions. They're all 3-minute potions. If I can get lucky and get one guy right away, I might just go back and turn these all into 8-minute potions. And I think that'd be pretty good. Oh, there's another one. I was looking for a second guy for so long. I'm throwing all that away. I don't want it. I'm gonna do a gold farm at some point, and I'll have as much as I want. But for now, let's get in there. Definitely want some nether wart. All right, it's time to take it. Let's see what we can get into here. Got my first one. There we go. I still have 49 seconds left of this. So let's see what we can do about making that last. No, they can't hurt me unless they melee me. Not a problem. I'll just stay away from them. But this fire resist potion is definitely the way to go. There haven't been a lot of spawns of other stuff. There's a couple of those guys, but I pretty much ran over here completely unencumbered, which is pretty crazy. So I think the goal here is let's get enough to do maybe 12 eyes for the end portal, and then let's do. I want to get some ender chests. Oh, come back, come back. Oh, did I get it? I want to get some ender chests. So, and then I want some for brewing. So let's say like 2 rods for brewing, 6 rods for pearls, and then another. So that's 8. So I don't know. Let's just get like 12. Oh, here we go. Here we go. What just hit me? Uh-oh. There we go. I'm afraid to hit this guy with sweeping edge. Nothing. Nothing. Alright. Let's go get these. We need, let's say, 4 more. Oh, their melees hurt. I got... Look at that. I got 5 more already. Okay. I'm good with that. And... that looks good. Now, what I'd like to do is go ahead and do 2 ender chests. 1 to keep here, and 1 to keep on me. But I'm gonna have to switch it out or my pickaxe out for this silk touch. What is this missing? Silk touch, it's missing unbreaking. The fortune one has it. Huh. I need to take care of that. So now I've got 11 eyes, and I'm hoping 11 is gonna be enough to find which way is it. Which way is it? Okay. Look, now we got a head start. But I think we're going to save that for next episode. I think what I'd like to do is finish the redstone for the iron farm. Get a couple of these guys and an auto crafter. Let's just put that in there for now. I think this is all that I needed. So now let's set up this auto crafter so that this, and I'll empty this so we can test it. So this creates blocks for us. So first, let's get our comparators. Here we go. Put one right there. And then a redstone torch here. That's going to lock this one. So let's put some filter blocks in. And make sure that that goes down to 41. Now, I'm going to put a crafter here facing up into this guy. Put this at power redstone level 8. Alright, and then put this guy here in subtract mode. So now, once this fills up with 9 items, it'll have 1 more power output than this guy. It'll power itself, spit out a block, and Bob's your uncle, we're good to go. So let's try that. Let's try this, here we go. So now, let's pretend we got fresh iron coming in. Going through the filter. Perfect. Let's go and just load this back up. We should see more and more coming in. 54. Great. So now iron's going to be filtered here, but it looks like this is backlogged. So let me get a couple of observers. Put this guy like this. There we go. All right, so let's put a hopper right here. So now I will collect poppies just until that fills up. And then once it fills up, these will just end up despawning. And quite frankly, I don't care. I don't really have any plan for red dye. And this is going to pump out a bunch now. But in the end, it's, 3 or 4 every 30 seconds. So it's not going to overload the server. It's not going to lag with entities. But no, I'm really excited. Let's put some more in here. Just test these out. Yeah, as this comes in, it'll only power it once it gets 9. This is great. So this has been really great. We've actually done quite a bit this episode. I know I did the villagers off camera, but fixing this redstone has been really great. Getting to the Nether has been really great. The ease of which we got blaze rods was pretty amazing. And then we also got on top of the roof and blew up that bedrock. And a couple people have asked me in the past if I can put out just a quick tutorial on how that works and why it works. And I bet I can put together a quick 5-minute video that shows how easy it is to do and the success rate. So I'll work on that. But I think that's going to do it for this episode. If you liked it, I encourage you to like the video and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And we'll see you again in the next episode. Bye.